David Thompson, a seemingly invincible 45-year-old corporate lawyer, suddenly confronts the edge of death during a life-altering heart attack. His near-death experience opens a dark portal to unsettling truths about morality and the hidden shadows of human nature. Imagine facing death only to uncover the horrifying truths lurking within your own soul. What happens when a successful lawyer stands at the brink of mortality? Prepare to be shocked. What terrifying insights await that could flip his understanding of right and wrong upside down? As I succumbed to the heart attack, panic surged within me. My chest tightened, and an overwhelming fear gripped my heart, squeezing it with an intensity I had never known. I fought to stay conscious as darkness began to creep in at the edges of my vision. But then, something extraordinary happened. I felt a strange detachment, as if I were unshackling from my own body. In an instant, I was above it all, observing the frantic efforts of the medical team below, their faces a mask of urgency and desperation. It was surreal, my lifeless body, pale and still on that cold examination table, as they battled against time to bring me back. Yet, amid that life-or-death crisis, I found an eerie calmness enveloping me. The panic that had pulsated through my veins moments before was shockingly replaced by a tranquil acceptance. I floated there, devoid of fear, as if wrapped in a protective cocoon that shielded me from the chaos below. It was confusing and liberating all at once. I could see my own chest rise and fall, or rather fail to rise again, but that did not disturb my peace. I was detached, yet profoundly aware. In that instant, I realized the fragility of existence, the thin veil separating the living from the dead. As I gazed into the distance, a profound darkness loomed on the horizon, beckoning me into the abyss. It was both unsettling and magnetic, a force pulling at me with a seductive promise of revelation. Questions darted through my mind, more rapid than starlings on the wing. What lay in that impenetrable shadow? Was it an end or just another beginning? Would I confront the truths hidden within my own heart and soul, or would I simply be consumed by the darkness? The temptation to glide into that void grew stronger, intoxicating me with each passing second. Yet a fear flickered within me, whispering of what awaited beyond that calm. It sent shivers down my spine. Was this where I might face the darkest corners of my morality? As I hovered there, caught between two worlds, the shadows loomed closer, and I couldn't help but wonder. What awaited me on the other side of that calm? What truths would emerge from the darkness, and how would they reshape everything I thought I knew about right and wrong? As I floated toward a threshold, shimmering with an ethereal glow, I felt a strange mix of apprehension and intrigue coursing through me. This was no ordinary crossing. It felt like the gateway to profound revelations about existence itself. Tentatively, I stepped through, and instantly my surroundings transformed. What met my eyes was a kaleidoscope of human lives, each moment splayed before me like vivid snapshots in time. I saw acts of kindness, a mother cradling her child, a stranger helping another in distress, friends laughing and sharing warmth. But those uplifting scenes were eerily juxtaposed against darker visions, shadows of selfishness, betrayal, and unthinkable cruelty. These stark contrasts unfolded stories of triumph and despair, while planting a seed of uncertainty deep within me about the very moral fabric of humanity. It struck me with an unsettling thought. What if the core of humanity is revealed during moments of crisis? In that instant, allowing my mind to wander, I felt a probing of my beliefs. Those radiant instances of goodwill seemed fragile when placed alongside the darker impulses we all harbor, often hidden beneath the surface. The joy and pain, the light and shadows, together painted a troubling reality, one where good and evil coexisted in a constant struggle. As I navigated through these scenes, something profound began to dawn on me. The juxtaposition of kindness and corruption illuminated the complexities of human nature. Each vision tugged at my heart, igniting a longing to understand why we oscillate between altruism and egoism. I wanted to grasp the forces that drive us toward compassion and those that push us toward destruction. This revelation deepened my internal conflict, forcing me to confront the uncomfortable truth. Our capacity for good is often eclipsed by greed and deceit. Caught in this whirlwind of conflicting emotions, I realized these visions were more than mere observations. They were revelations. They urged me to reflect on my own actions and choices. Was I too a participant in this ongoing moral battle? Witnessing these flaws illuminated a truth I could no longer ignore, a truth so haunting that it would linger, demanding answers as I continued my journey. What deeper moral questions awaited me in this surreal realm? I knew that the answers would be challenging to confront, yet an unshakable curiosity compelled me to delve deeper into this unsettling discovery. As I ventured deeper into this surreal realm, I faced the shadows of humanity's worst traits: greed, betrayal, and deceit. The atmosphere grew dense and palpable, as if every lingering emotion took on a physical form, swirling around me. I found myself in a landscape that reflected the fractures in our collective conscience. Each shadow carried a weight, urging me to confront the darker aspects of my own existence. In these moments, I witnessed how greed twisted intentions, leading individuals to sacrifice integrity for personal gain. I watched as friendships crumbled under the pressure of betrayal, those once close ties severed by a single selfish choice. Each scene played out like a gripping drama, yet it felt too real to be mere imagination. I could sense the pain, the sorrow pointing to deep-seated truths we often choose to ignore. These experiences became haunting reminders of our shared darkness, each flash illuminating the complexities of human nature. I grappled with the significance of these revelations. This wasn't just about the failings of others, it was a mirror reflecting parts of myself, urging introspection. Witnessing these flaws illuminated a truth I could no longer ignore. Humanity, in its raw and exposed form, was both terrifying and deeply enlightening. I felt an urgency to understand the implications of these revelations. How had we strayed so far? The intensity of the visions escalated, and I was compelled to question my own values. Had I too been a part of this cycle? Had I allowed the allure of material success or the fleeting nature of social approval to guide my choices? As I confronted these unsettling inquiries, I realized that the answers would require a painful reckoning. With each passing moment, I felt suspended between horror and enlightenment, ensnared in a web that demanded accountability. Paradoxically, acknowledging these shadows did not fill me with despair. Instead, it imbued my experience with a profound sense of purpose. I came to understand that recognizing these moral failings was the first crucial step toward transcending them. Yet, I sensed there was more to uncover. What haunting truths would surface next? Each revelation urged me to venture further into this moral labyrinth, an insatiable curiosity driving me forward. I knew that darkness could only be understood through fearless exploration, pulling me inexorably toward whatever was waiting just beyond the shadows. I suddenly found myself standing in a vast, ethereal chamber, surrounded by an intense light that felt both warm and heavy. It was as if the very essence of the universe had converged in this place. Celestial beings stood before me, their forms radiant and powerful, exuding a presence that made my heart race with both awe and fear. This was no ordinary encounter. I was before a moral tribunal, a gathering of consciousness beyond earthly understanding. As they turned their attention toward me, I sensed their scrutiny, a profound examination of humanity's ethical decline. Each being emanated an energy that held my gaze, and I felt stripped of all my defenses, exposed in a way I had never experienced. They presented the harsh realities of our society's dishonesty, greed, and betrayal that so easily permeate our lives. Their voices resonated deep within, echoing truths that pierced through the veil of complacency I had lived behind. In this moment, I understood accountability in a way I never had before. I realized the weight of their judgment pressing down on my shoulders. Every lie I had ever told, every moment I had overlooked the suffering of others, flashed before me like a sequence of haunting memories. I could feel the heaviness of collective responsibility, the gravity of our choices weighing down not only on individuals but on the fabric of our communal existence. It was a staggering revelation, forcing me to confront the ethics I had often dismissed. I saw visions of humanity stumbling in darkness, a culture steeped in moments of betrayal that spiraled into a cycle of moral failure. These celestial guardians held no punches, revealing how societal norms had shifted to accommodate dishonesty and corruption. It was a clarion call, compelling me to acknowledge patterns of thought I had previously accepted. Their rebuke sparked a yearning for righteousness, a desire to shake off the apathy that had become so comforting. What judgments will they pass on us, and what does it mean for our future? Those thoughts loomed large in my mind, swirling in a tempest of curiosity and dread. As they continued to recount the intricate web of choices that had led us to this precipice, I felt a stirring within me, a gut-wrenching call to action, urging me to examine not just the past but the choices I could make going forward. The Tribunal of Light awaited my answers, and yet I couldn't help but wonder, would humanity heed the warnings etched into our stories, or would we remain blind to the impending consequences? Images flashed before my eyes, each one a warning from the future. I was suspended in this strange limbo, a vivid blend of dread and clarity. I saw a world unraveling, cities laid to waste, families torn apart by betrayal, and entire communities succumbing to despair. The images were haunting, public scandals igniting outrage, leaders who had lost their way, and all of it rooted in the choices we made today. A forewarning echoed fiercely within me. If humanity's moral compass continues to falter, we are indeed heading toward a perilous future. As I grappled with these revelations, I felt a shiver of fear grip my soul. Each scenario depicted what could be if we chose ignorance over awareness, complacency over action. But the experience was not only heavy with darkness. Intertwined with these stark warnings were whispers of hope. The beings of light conveyed a powerful message. Redemption lies in the choices we make right now. The weight of this realization hung in the air, almost tangible. I thought about the moments in my life where I had turned away from what I knew was right. Those tiny, incremental decisions that seemed harmless at the time but contributed to larger moral failings. Are we truly prepared for what lies ahead if we ignore these warnings? The question loomed large in my consciousness, compelling me to rethink my actions and their ripple effects. Yet, with each forewarning came a glimmer of hope. The light reassured me that we indeed have the power to change the narrative. Our present choices can redirect the course of our collective journey. I envisioned people awakening to their higher selves, taking a stand against injustices, and embracing compassion in ways I had never witnessed before. Each act of kindness created a transformative wave capable of pushing back against the darkness. But I could not shake the lingering question, but at what cost? But at what? I realized these revelations demanded immense accountability. Success would require us to confront our darker inclinations, to sit with the discomfort of acknowledging our shared responsibility. It wasn't merely about personal choices, it was about accepting the heavy burden we collectively carry as stewards of humanity. The path ahead is fraught with challenges, yet the potential for renewal is ever present. With a deeper understanding of morality resting on our shoulders, we stand at a crucial junction in our history. The stakes have never been higher. It is our moment to choose. As I came back from the brink, a profound realization washed over me. I understood that each of us holds the power to change the narrative of our lives. It's not just about personal salvation. It's about a collective journey toward healing and understanding. We often find ourselves trapped in cycles of blame, but the moment we choose to embrace our accountability, we free ourselves from those chains. Each decision we make ripples into the lives of others. It's an interconnected web of choices, urges, and values that shapes the world around us. The acknowledgement of this truth can be daunting, yet it also ignites a spark of hope. In recognizing our shared responsibility, we begin to rewrite the stories that bind us, forging pathways toward a more compassionate existence. The real journey begins when we align our actions with our values. It's where true transformation happens. This alignment requires relentless honesty with ourselves and a deep commitment to living authentically. When our intentions match our actions, we become beacons of change, not only for ourselves, but for those who witness our journey. It's in the moments when we dare to be vulnerable, to share our struggles and triumphs, that we create space for others to do the same. Let this be a reminder that the smallest acts of integrity can set profound shifts into motion. I invite you to join the conversation. Share your own stories or experiences in the comments below. Your voice matters in this tapestry of shared humanity. We each carry unique insights acquired from our trials, and in exchanging these stories, we foster a community rooted in understanding and empowerment. Imagine the power we possess when we unite our narratives, uplifting one another as we navigate the complexities of life and morality together. If you found this exploration enlightening, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights that challenge our perspectives. Your engagement fuels our mission to dive deeper into these personal and societal themes, shedding light on the darkness that sometimes shrouds our understanding of morality. Together, we can continue to explore these vital questions, expanding our horizons and discovering practical wisdom along the way. Thank you for being part of this journey with me. Until next time, stay authentic and keep questioning the world around you. Your willingness to embrace curiosity not only enriches your own life, but also nurtures the growth of those who share this space with you. Let's remain dedicated to the pursuit of truth and integrity in all that we do.